Boo! Someone's fought Graphios recently. What up, Atomic? What up, No? What up, Saints? How you guys doing? Hope y'all doing well. I wish you could just play the training school with all your bulldrome is hard bullshit. Training school? Isn't training school not gonna allow me to what's the word? You know,ちょっと待って。The original G training school? There is a training school-ish in DOS, but there is no bulldrome in there. I tried it a little bit. When their idea of Bessario's training school is to place you in the area with 10 definitely respawning Vespoid. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yeah, I mean, if you can kind of defeat the gang, I don't know. It's maybe their flaw in the design. I still think the bulldrome is really fucking insanely unpredictable though. Sometimes the bull is just like dash at you with no like preparation of the animation, you know what I mean? Like just turn at you and it's either two things. He's gonna prepare and then dash, or just instantly dash. Like, that's insane. You just blind? What do you mean? That is exactly it. Hold up, yeah. I'm gonna pull it up. Alright, I'm gonna pull it up. I'm not gonna pull up the game, because we're gonna play something else. Monster Hunter DOS Bulldrome. Let me see. Please no commentary. Yes. Oh, hold up. I forgot to show up my face. He snorts a little before the quick test. No fucking way. Come on. No way. If that's... Dude, I play a lot of fucking action game. I know the difference between like a scuff telegraphy and like an obvious telegraphy. Oh damn, this guy is playing with his friends. Looks fun. My cam is dead. Oh, never mind. Someone's really bad. No! I finished every single FromSoft games. Let me see, yeah? Why are these guys are still fighting Bulldrum with this Giga builds? Okay, it's kind of hard to see what's happening. See, you see that? There is no telegraphy. Okay, let's try to find someone that is soloing. This is like a little bit too chaotic. There we go. So this one is the preparation. And then... Wait, this game have official widescreen support? Oh. Should I play in widescreen instead? I didn't know. That would be a little bit useful for the wide POV thingy. See, that it has no... So the meta is just, you just never have to be in front of him. Always on his side. As you can see in this with this hammer guy. Which is, you know, an obvious way to do it. But still. Not a single snort, nothing. He's just gonna dash at you. So the way this hammer guy do it is just, you just have to be on his side all the time. Plus, yesterday I was tired. So I didn't really see a solution because I was just kind of blabbering, obviously. But still, I stance corrected. That is scuffed. But it is a 2005 game. I'm not gonna complain a lot, you know. And then this is like their first draft stuff. This is scuff filtered by a Kutku guy. Yeah. The Kutku, Yan Kutku. Okay, Yan Kutku, I actually forgot why it's hard. Honestly, my majority of the reason why I really don't like Monster Hunter 1 and 2 is the combination of camera on the D-pad but also attacking with the analog, it really messes up with my brain. Jesus, the hammer is so OP. Up, let me make sure. Wait a sec. Bluetooth. Bluetooth. I think I had a valid criticism. I think my criticism is quite valid. I think you're just you know. Did you start with Monster Hunter 1 and 2? What was your first game, Atomic? Be honest with me. Because your take is very biased, man. And it's okay. I'm just saying I also have my bias. It just seems like you're very adamant on defending this outdated design. And it's okay. Dark Souls 1 is also a really damn good game, but it's not a perfect game. It have its scuffed moment that even I wouldn't put my loved ones through it because it's just so scuffed. Like, for example, fighting the 4 knights. I don't know if you played Dark Souls through and through and remember the bosses. Uh-oh, my internet. Do you remember the 4 knight bosses in Dark Souls 1? Yeah, the kings. I forget their names. That is also one of those, I would say, scuffed design in terms of like boss design kind of thing, because it requires you to actually fucking figure out that it's not really 4, or you know, the meta, the solving the problem of that meta is very scuffed way to do it, that I feel like it's not quite a standard that people still do. It's an old game standard, if that makes sense. And I think we like criticizing an old game is very valid. How many kings can you spawn in the 4 kings boss battle? What is the conclusion? This is a dog shit boss. I'm gonna be honest. True. I also agree. I think this boss was not supposed to spawn like that. I think it was supposed to be similar to like the gargoyle boss that you fought in the bell tower, whereas instead of like constantly spawning in and you have, you know, in a rush of like trying to kill the first king before the second king spawn, etc., etc., and like it constantly spawning, it's meant, I think, in a good but basic design, as someone who is not a professional, it should only spawn if you either deplete the boss HP down to half, or the time limit thing, which is what they're doing. But it's a little bit too scuffed, as in right now. What? Mm-hmm. True. Everyone is a king. Okay, that he's just talking about the lore now. The lore is a little bit convoluted. I think Four Kings is more like about four people that was chosen by Gwyn in the new Londo. I think that was it. Like before the flood, like he chose his four kings. I forgot what happened with the new Londo lore. Damn, it's been so long. Dude, we need to replay Dark Souls 1. Ooh! I missed that game. I missed that game, truly. There's the guy who tried to gaslight me into believing that they couldn't put bonfires closer to the boss in Dark Souls 1 because of lore limitation. What? Oh, you mean the backup bonfire like in Elden Ring? Did I gaslight you? I don't think I gaslight you. What was the reasoning? Why would... I thought that's just because it's a old design. They just didn't think about it. Why would I gaslight you into thinking it's not? I'm not a fucking dickhead. The reason Dark Souls 1 doesn't have a bonfire closer to the boss is just because it's not designed like that. They want to punish you for dying. It was a not fair design, but I feel like considering most people able to go through it anyway, I think it works. It's just outdated. Just like many things in older games. It's just outdated design. Especially with Miyazaki himself. Now, make a lot of bonfire closer to the boss ever since Sekiro, thank God. It just mean he just realized that the old design just scuffed. You know? I just don't see a problem even at SL1 for dickheads is piece easy. Okay, let's break it down a little bit. Especially as someone who is very passionate in the Souls community, but also like making Dark Souls the quote-unquote hard game of all time fucking shit. Dude, not everyone can beat the game in SL1. Just because you can doesn't mean that is the standard. SL1 run is a challenge run. Your mom cannot do it. My mom cannot do it. If your mom can do it, then it's a standard. SL1 is a challenge. Dark Souls is a hard game. If you think it's easy, that means you're just good, but doesn't mean that everyone else should be at our standard. You and I probably, I don't know about you, we've spent thousands of hours. I did in Dark Souls 1. A little bit of an insanity, I would say. But I think just because you and I are good at the game doesn't mean everyone should be good at the game. I know, usually it's just a joke, but I'm just kind of tired that everyone just don't want to try Dark Souls 1 because literally everyone on the internet says if you don't literally waste your fucking youth in this game, you just suck. Get good. I am so tired, man. Just let people have fun with it. I want as many people to discover Dark Souls 1 as much as possible. Dark Souls Remastered doesn't help either, considering it's such a dog shit remaster. Miyazaki really needs to like remake that game properly. I want as many people to discover how amazing Dark Souls 1 is. And I hate it. Not only the developer doesn't provide it, but people like you. Okay, I'm kidding. There's a lot of people out there just like discourage people to even try the game because like, it's so hard. I bet you cannot even go past through the demon slay, the asylum demon. No, man, help them, so that as many people can discover how much of a great game Dark Souls 1 is. I'm not gonna gatekeep one of the best game ever made because I want as many people to know how much I love this game. Some may argue I love the game more than I love my mom. But no, that is wrong. I love my mom. It may seem like it, but I love my mom. I do. But yeah, that's what I mean. I feel like the gatekeeping, because the game is so hard, it's so annoying. I think you need more Bing chilling. Why? No, I feel like it's a valid criticism. The reason why people still don't know and don't want to try Dark Souls 1 is because there's so many people that gatekeep it. It's so annoying, man. I genuinely dislike it. Because people like Elden Ring, fair. Maybe Dark Souls 3, but still not. But Dark Souls 1 is so ignored. This is a passion that is talking right now. I love that game to death. And I hate it. There are a lot of people, dude, I don't care if you want to gatekeep Monster Hunter 1 and 2 and it's your best game and like people suck at the game and you're good. I don't care. You know, I feel like Monster Hunter 1 and 2 is kind of dog shit in terms of like adaptability, just like Dark Souls 1 anyway. But I'm not gonna defend Monster Hunter 1 and 2 because the game is so fucking successful now, and there's been 2 decades compared to Dark Souls 1.5 decades. The game lasts longer. Capcom have way more fan base than Dark Souls from Software. But Dark Souls 1 is so fucking ignored. It's actually tilting me every time. No one want to try the game. It's tilting me, and whenever I ask the reason, people is like, oh, well, I look at this Reddit thread, and or my boyfriend said that it's so hard. I don't know. I don't want to play a game that I don't have fun in. Try hard community destroyed Dark Souls community. It destroys Dark Souls 1. I said it. Those people sucks dick. They need to kiss my nuts. Anyway, fuck those guys. Let's play some games. Actually, I need to eat first. Shit. I have so much food. And yes, that's including you, David. You should replay Dark Souls 1. And I will not accept a no. No. Everyone should. I have a dream that someday Miyazaki will remake Dark Souls 1 just like they did with Demon Souls. I feel like it's unfair. Demon Souls got such a beautiful remake, while Dark Souls 1 is like got a fucking shitty ass Dark Souls 1 modded as a fucking remaster, and they just sell it again for $40. What a fucking cucklord. Alright, that's passion talking. My bad. I know we don't like passion talking on stream. My bad. Beautiful? Yeah. Have you not seen Demon Souls Remake? That game is insanely beautiful. Insane, dude. Game looks gorgeous. Now, if we want to debate how accurate it is, I cannot, because I haven't played the remake. I've only seen the trailer and a glimpse of gameplay here and there, but I don't want to spoil myself. I want to experience it someday. Unfortunately, I don't have a PS5, so yeah. Oh my god, my flu. By the way, pardon my sniffles. I don't like Dark Souls 3. I was talking about Demon Souls remake. But Dark Souls 3 is always been a controversial one. Dark Souls 2 is obvious controversial, but I feel like Dark Souls 3 I couldn't care less. Dark Souls 3 has always been like the better Dark Souls 1 in my opinion, but Buh. What up, Hadian? Have you fucking ngopi yet, brother? Hopefully you have ngopi already, motherfucker. Yeah, I'm looking for a video to watch. Find me 1v1 Monster Hunter. Yeah, I don't know about that. There's actually the fact that which game that have the PvP? I wonder if it's actually fun. Was it MMO? Although if you want to 1v1 me in any of the Dark Souls game, just let me know. I'll install them. I always like a good PvP game. A PvP fight in any Souls game. But I'm warning you, I'm dog shit at Dark Souls 2. I am not good at that one at all. For whatever reason, the movement is not really vibing with me. There's something about the movement in that game that never clicks with me. Go get your coffee, man. What the hell? Also, hold up, chat. Okay. I'm back with my food. Excuses? Okay, it doesn't mean I will not win against you. I'm very good at Dark Souls. I've just said I'm not the best in Dark Souls 2. My prime is in 1 and 3. 2... It was like... I love Dark Souls 2, but not to that extent. It's alright. I give it a 7. What food? I got padang today. A very big portion. I forgot to ask them half the portion of the rice. God damn it, man. There's so much thing to eat now. Padang. Nasi padang. Yeah. Don't make me look up the fucking nasi padang dance for you. Huh? Huh? I swear to God, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. All right, you asked for it. You asked for it. I love it. Stupid ass fucking meme. God bless this kid though. God bless this kid.
This video is brought to you by NVIDIA RTX Remix, enabling modders to remaster classic games with full ray tracing, NVIDIA DLSS, NVIDIA Reflex, and more. The Half-Life 2 RTX demo is now live, allowing you to experience for yourself just how powerful this toolset is and how much it can transform games. To learn more about it, click the link below or stick around to the end of the video. Gamers! Apology that this show is a day late this week. Honest truth is that I was working on my AC Shadows review. It's a big game and I needed to roll credits on it before I could review it, and then I wasn't happy with the script, so I had to rewrite it, yada yada. Anyway, that's all in the past now. The review is live on the channel, and it's a neat segue into our first block, because I think the biggest news of the week is the release of Assassin's Creed Shadows and the drama surrounding Ubisoft as it goes into this pivotal week. So the game is now out on shelves, and it's a title that will be a pivotal factor in Ubisoft's outlook over the next year, following a very lackluster 2024. That was the year Star Wars Outlaws sold well below expectations. Ubisoft cancelled an essentially brand new multiplayer shooter in X-Defiant. Skull and Bones was a critical and commercial flop, and while all of this was going on, Ubisoft was closing several studios and effecting rounds of layoffs. Predictably, all of this led to declining share prices, angry shareholders, and whispers of a buyout behind closed doors. All of this gave Ubisoft one hell of an incentive to really get their shit together for Assassin's Creed Shadows. If you remember, they delayed Shadows twice to try to avoid the same kind of technical issues that Star Wars Outlaws faced at launch. They also canned their season pass and their garbage paid early access thing that everyone seems to be doing these days in favor of a same-day launch for everyone and free post-launch expansions for all. Plus, they also committed to releasing all of their future games on Steam on day one. Absolutely love to see that.
Good shit.
All of that was to make sure Assassin's Creed Shadows would have the best possible shot at pleasing the biggest possible audience. And while we don't yet know how the punters have responded to it, the critic scores are in, and it seems like Ubisoft have done a pretty good job. At the time of writing, Assassin's Creed Shadows is sitting at an open critic score of 81, and it's really notable that there isn't a huge amount of variance between these scores either. There's a small handful of outliers, but the bulk is sitting in that kind of 8 to 9 out of 10 range, like Eurogamer, who scored this one 4 out of 5 stars, saying, quote, Shadows' version of Japan is perhaps Ubisoft's most spectacular open world to date, and designed to be explored in a more organic fashion. Missions typically no longer direct you by default to a specific location, and Ubisoft has grounded your Eagle drone. Instead, they provided you with clues, able to narrow your search by pinging your map using scouts, and then left to use Shadow's new observe mechanic, essentially eagle vision,
I like that,
for quests and treasure. All this while Shadows also constantly tries to tempt you slightly off course to investigate something else you might find along the way, or watch something happening in the game's world you may not see twice, end quote. Of course, there were some harsher write-ups like that from Jewel Shockers. Here's what they had to say, quote, "The story is presented in weirdly placed exposition dumps and a handful of plot twist moments that are rarely shocking or are completely out of absolutely nowhere, so their impact is completely missed. Nothing is resolved, nor is it properly explained. At best, these crucial story beats were hidden somewhere in the bloat of hundreds of side quests that I felt no desire to play, and at worst, they simply are exactly what they seemed, unexplained, out of nowhere nonsense," end quote. Many of the reviewers I personally watched seem to echo these more critical sentiments. People like Mr. Matty Plays, G-Man Lives, ACG, Mortismal Gaming, Jake Baldino of Game Ranks. None of these people were given Shadows a ringing endorsement, and a number of them were flat out not recommending it. I personally fell into a similar spot. If you haven't seen my review yet, it's up on the channel, link below the like button. I was ultimately just like, look, it's up to you, man. Like, you know what this is. There are some surface level improvements here that people who enjoy the series are going to really appreciate. But there's still a lot of residual bloat and copy and paste world design and bad quest design and sloppy combat and terrible, terrible writing. It's a modern day Assassin's Creed game, you know?
Yep.
So if you're up for that, then I think you're going to like this one. But if you are...
I just feel like ever since Assassin's Creed goes down, there's been a couple of like very good adventure, action adventure game out there. There's like, you know, can give you a better or similar experience to the quote-unquote good Assassin's Creed. It just the game is not called Assassin's Creed. Like for example, Ghost of Tsushima, not necessarily an Assassin's Creed game, but it's similar in playstyle, right? A lot of stealth stuff. You can parkour kinda, but the game is not designed around it, like as a main thing to it. You can go ham if you want to. You don't have to go stealth, but it's always like 1v5, 1v10 type of situation in that game. I don't know. There's a lot more. Like God of War is also a pretty good action adventure game as well. I don't know. Ubisoft's kind of lame.
Hoping for a more meaningful evolution of this franchise, and you, my friend, better hope that Assassin's Creed Hex delivers, because this one certainly did not. Stepping back from all this, there's obviously going to be a lot of focus on how well AC Shadows does or does not sell, since there's obviously a huge amount riding on this one for Ubisoft. Initial day one numbers seem to be promising though, with Ubisoft reporting that the game has already surpassed 1 million total players, though they didn't specify how many of those players were actual sales versus people playing on Ubisoft's subscription service. Steam charts are really the only other metric we can go on, and they're a little harder to read given this was a midweek launch, and the big numbers usually happen on a weekend. Day one though, Shadows peaked at around 40,000 concurrent players, and that's definitely a pretty low number for a release like this, but like I said, way too early to judge, so we'll need to see how things go over the weekend. Regardless, you do get the sense that no matter how well Shadows does or does not sell, shit's about to go down at Ubisoft. The latest from Ubisoft's exploration of strategic options to win over their shareholders comes from Bloomberg, who reports that one of the ideas being tossed around behind the scenes is to actually spin out its core IPs, including Assassin's Creed, into a whole new entity, while the founding Gilmore family gets to stay in charge of Ubisoft, whatever Ubisoft becomes after a split like that. This kind of sounds like the thing Embracer did when they were going through a tough time. They split out their business into 3 distinct companies and saddled all of the debt and bad mojo into the one best equipped to deal with it. Bloomberg sources say Ubisoft has been asking around to see who would be interested to invest in an entity like this, and Tencent is of course on the roster, given that they've been put at the very top of the most likely to buy a Ubisoft list. Also, here's an interesting tidbit. This new entity, quote, may seek a valuation for the yet-to-be-formed IP unit that is higher than the size of the main company, end quote. This is no doubt a reflection of Ubisoft's considerable overheads, where investors look at the company's headcount of nearly 20,000 people and say, no thank you, but they'd happily sign on to an entity with absolutely zero overhead and lots of juicy IP that can be licensed out. Now, Ubisoft did issue a generic statement in response to this report, saying they're continuing to review options to, quote, extract the best value from Ubisoft's assets and franchises for all stakeholders, end quote, But one thing is clear, some of the stakeholders are kind of getting sick of hearing that line over and over again, and they want to know what the hell's going on. The CEO of an investment firm called AJ Investment kicked up a stink this week, putting Ubisoft on blast by saying that they're horribly managed and they demanded better communication for shareholders and a clearer roadmap for recovery after 4 years of declining value. They reckon Ubisoft hasn't been forthcoming enough with their acquisition talks, allegedly with companies like Microsoft and EA in the mix, and they say they're going to give Ubisoft until May until they rally other shareholders together and hold a full-blown demonstration and succession-like coup. Not the first time Ubisoft's management has had to stare down hostile investor activity. Speaking of big IP sales, did you hear that the Saudis just bought Pokemon Go? It's true.
What?
Talks of the deal were floating around a bit before it happened, and at the end of the day, the US mobile publisher Scopely bought Niantic's game catalog, including Pokemon Go, Pikmin Bloom, and Monster Hunter Now for a whopping $3.5 billion. Pokemon Go development team is apparently going to remain intact with the same leadership. The community still isn't particularly jazzed about this one, mostly because if you know Scopely's games, you know they have some pretty aggressive mobile monetization strategies at work, and there's fear that Pokemon Go's worst days are yet to come. Scopely's best-known mobile game is probably Monopoly Now, and they also do Marvel Strike Force and the shameless Fall Guys knockoff Stumble Guys. There's also that little tidbit that Scopely is wholly owned by the Savvy Games Group, which has direct ties to the government of Saudi Arabia, a regime that has tried to ingratiate itself to the world through significant investment in sports, esports, games, and culture. They've got their finger in Capcom esports, Nintendo, Take-Two, EA, not Embracer Group though. Savvy decided last minute to pull out of a multi-billion-dollar investment deal with Embracer, which was what started the cascade of closures and cancellations all those years ago. The CEO still has a job though, despite the fact that hundreds of his now former staff do not. Pivoting now to the exciting and largely bullshit world of AI, Microsoft has announced that the Copilot AI companion they forced onto everyone's Windows computer earlier in the year is coming to Xbox very soon. They spent a really big chunk of the latest Xbox podcast talking to Microsoft's VP of Gaming AI about this one, and running through a bunch of examples about how it might be integrated.
This is dog
like
shit, man.
asking Copilot for crafting recipes in Minecraft, asking what Overwatch characters to pick, and asking it for strategies about how to get better after they die in Overwatch, to which the AI replies, "Get good." Finally, a good AI. No, it didn't actually say that. You're still going to have to rely on Party Chat to tell you that. So this is kind of interesting, but when you take a closer look at these examples Microsoft's provided, they're still just making all of this stuff up. Every case study they cited as part of this announcement had a disclaimer that they were conceptual videos and not live examples. Now, this is not the first time they've talked about Copilot and gaming and all the hypothetical possibilities that it could represent. That happened sometime last year, and we're no closer to the actual reality today. But now, here they are properly announcing to the Xbox community that it's going to be a thing real soon, and they still can't show us that it actually works in a more useful way. But let's humor Microsoft for a moment and imagine that I actually can ask Copilot to help me with any specific aspect of a video game.
Actually, Copilot, can you do a 1v5 in Marvel Rivals so I can get the MVP screen? Thank you.
Getting stuck in a puzzle.
We're getting into that.
Multiple team compositions in a sweaty team shooter. Is that tool likely to be good for video games? I'm reminded of that quote from Civilization designer Soren Johnson, who once said, quote, "Given the opportunity, players will optimize the fun out of a game," end quote. And that's kind of what I suspect will happen if Copilot does end up doing what Microsoft says it's able to do. I mean, we're already halfway there. Game Guide articles exist in abundance on the internet. In fact, it's what most games coverage is these days, which is another problem in itself. But removing all the barriers associated with that and letting people suck the fun and discovery out of a game with a few quick words is kind of a depressing future to imagine. I don't want to drop into a game of Marvel Rivals or whatever and just find everyone blindly following whatever their Xbox AI robot told them to do. Is Copilot going to complain if you pick something off meta? Like, "I'm sorry, Dave, I can't let you pick Scarlet Witch. Her skill ceiling is too high for you. You must play Iron Man." Also, get good. Microsoft has said that Xbox insiders will begin to test Xbox's Copilot functionality in April, but the catch is you can only test it on the mobile app. And the only example of Copilot on mobile that they're giving us is the ability to ask your console to download a game for you. And it's like, bro, there's already a button that does that. You can press it faster than it would take to fucking talk to the machine. You know what I mean? Happy to be proven wrong on all this stuff, but they got to give us more to work with than what they're currently serving up. One Microsoft thing that I'm a lot more confident will actually turn into something real is the remake of Elder Scrolls Oblivion that everyone seems to be talking about right now. So what's the story here? Well, back in 2023, someone on Reddit claiming to be a developer working for the international co-development studio Virtuous claimed they were working on an Oblivion remake using both the Unreal Engine and the original Oblivion engine in tandem. Virtuous are the folks working on Metal Gear Solid Delta, by the way. Then later, as Microsoft were acquiring Bethesda and had to go to court a bunch of times to prove they weren't going to monopolize the industry, we caught whiff of a suggested Oblivion remaster through some court documents. Earlier this year, a LinkedIn profile belonging to someone who worked at Virtuous suggested they were working on an unannounced remake in Unreal Engine 5, and then an outlet by the name of NP First published a report supposedly detailing the reworked systems. Industry insider Nate the Hate has recently claimed that a reveal is set for the coming weeks, and a release date before June is very likely, and VGC has now come out and corroborated this info with their own sources, saying it could arrive as soon as this month. Bethesda haven't said a word about all of this, at least at the time of writing, and knowing our luck, they're going to shadow drop Oblivion the minute this video goes live. There are a lot of bright flashing arrows pointing to this one being real, so needless to say, I think we can all prepare ourselves to hear the dulcet tones of Patrick Stewart and Sean Bean once again. At least I hope so, because if they drop those performances from the game, you may as well not bother. And finally, while we're talking about game franchises with surprising celebrity cameos, Call of Duty, or rather one of the notable directors of the Call of Duty Black Ops campaigns and Zombies mode, has announced he's got a new studio, and it's a first-party PlayStation studio. On a recent bonus episode of the Jeff Gerstmann Show, Gerstmann sat down with Jason Blundell, best known for doing all the things I just said, and then starting his own studio called Deviation. Deviation announced a publishing partnership with PlayStation a couple of years ago, then it had to lay off almost 100 people and eventually it shut down. Now Blundell has resurfaced and revealed that he's got a new studio called Dark Outlaw Games. It's a first-party PlayStation studio, and they're currently staffing up for their debut game, though he didn't share any details about what that game is specifically. Quite a few former COD creative leads have set out to start their own things in recent years, but it feels like we haven't really had one that's made a huge splash. Well, except for Respawn, of course. They've made some okay games, I guess. Quick lightning round to finish off. EA is set to reveal their next Star Wars games at the Star Wars Celebration in Japan next month. This one is set to be a turn-based tactics game developed with a new outfit called Bit Reactor, who are made up of former Firaxis
don't care.
generated content web library, which lends credence to the idea that nothing is off the table for Microsoft's multi-platform publishing plans. And yes, Starfield will definitely get there eventually. Maybe even sooner than stuff out to other developers for years and years. The LEGO CEO told the Financial Times that it's investigating its own in-house game development capabilities. It comes after a long and very fruitful line of licensed LEGO games from TT Games, though there were reports that suggest the development of the last one, the LEGO Star Wars Skywalker Saga, was very, very rough indeed. Finally, some sales milestones to round things out. Split Fiction has had a very good launch week after hitting 1 million copies sold in the first 48 hours. Hazelight announced that they've now sold through 2 million copies in the first week. Let's see if they can beat It Takes Two's 20 million. Square Enix announced that their line of Final Fantasy
It Takes Two's 20 million
total sales, and that the Final Fantasy series as a whole has sold through 200 million units to date. And meanwhile, the folks at Moon Studios also announced that the Odyssey series has sold 15 million copies to date. Last but not least, the folks behind Hello Kitty Island Adventure have announced that they've sold 500,000 copies in a month. Not bad for a game that just escaped subscription service jail after 2 years. So what got announced last week? Well, a hell of a lot actually. Let's start with Silent Hill F, which got its full reveal last week. So after Konami successfully managed to convince us that they maybe knew what they were doing with the series again, thanks to Silent Hill 2, they're trying to keep the ball rolling with F, which is the next mainline game in the series, only here's the catch, it's not actually set in the sleepy American town of Silent Hill. Instead, this one takes place in 1960s Japan, and you play as a young schoolgirl called Hinako, whose hometown becomes enveloped in the signature spooky fog and needs to fight monsters to survive. It will be really interesting to see how this connects back to the main series narrative-wise, but there's been a lot of buzz about who they have on board for this one. The developers are a Hong Kong-based outfit called Neobards, who have been a co-development partner with Capcom for a while, working on stuff like Resident Evil 2 and 3 remakes. Alright, sounding pretty good so far. The primary writer they got attached to this is a guy who goes by the handle Ryukishi07, who is quite well known in the Japanese visual novel scene for his psychological horror and mystery games, and honestly, reading the descriptions of some of them, they sound pretty messed up and very on brand for Silent Hill.
Oh shit,
a couple of the composers he's worked with in the past along for the ride, and the sentiment seems to be that this guy and this setting for Silent Hill are a match made in heaven. No date for this one yet, but it is hitting all platforms bar Switch. From F to X, Ubisoft announced Rainbow Six Siege X this week, which is the major reboot they were teasing for the game's 10th anniversary. This will be a free update that will give a massive visual overhaul, add a new 6v6 mode called Dual Front. We'll finally see the game make the transition to free to play. You will need to pay to unlock rank mode if you haven't already, obviously something designed to stop cheating and smurfing. This one officially launches on June 11th for all platforms bar Switch, but a beta will be kicking off this week. Here's an interesting one. Red Thread Games, the developers behind Dustborn and Dreamfall, announced their next one, and looks very different from the narrative adventures they've done before. It's called Hello Sunshine, and it's a survival game set in a corporate post-apocalypse. The gist is that there's an enormous towering robot that is programmed to autonomously walk across a scorching desert, and for some some mysterious reason, you need to work to keep up with it, using its shadow for shade during the day and its engine for warmth at night. Naturally, as a human, you need to worry about a lot more than that robot does, so there's some pressure being applied by the game's survival elements. No day for this one yet, but it is slated for PC. Not a fan of deserts? How about some water?
Hello,
some
sunshine.
high-pressure water and lots of it. That's right, everyone. Power Wash Simulator 2 was announced by Future Lab, who are actually publishing this one themselves. It's slated for 2025 for PC, PS5, Xbox, and maybe Switch 2. They actually mentioned Switch 2 to Eurogamer, but instantly took it back, but you never know. Anyway, it'll have new locations, new equipment, split-screen co-op, and online multiplayer. It's a crowd pleaser. You'll love to see it. You know which announcement wasn't a crowd pleaser? Disco Elysium on mobile. Yep, the Shell of Zaum are adapting the acclaimed CRPG into a portrait mode game for phones, a strategy the studio spokespeople said would hopefully, quote, captivate the TikTok user, end quote. Oh man. We touched ever so briefly on the kerfuffle of Zaum last week, and yes, people mentioned in the comments that you should check out the People Make Games documentary about it if you want to learn more. And look, this mobile thing, it could be kind of interesting, I guess. Those conversations kind of do come off as DM threads you can scroll through on your phone. This one's out in mid-2025 for Android to start off with, and the first 2 chapters will be free with a single purchase to unlock the full game. Here's a neat one for anyone who still remembers Star Fox. Chuhei Labs, the Japan-based indie studio who made the great Curse to Golf, has announced they're making a spiritual successor called Wild Blue. It'll be an on-rails arcadey shooter with a story published by Humble Bundle, and wouldn't you know it, Chuhei is run by one of the original programmers of Star Fox, Giles Goddard, who incidentally was one of the first Western employees at Nintendo. I mean, if anyone was going to do it, it should have been these guys or Nintendo. Ubisoft kind of had their shot with Starlink, I guess, and then there was also that Whiskey Squadron game. That was actually pretty good. If you like your sci-fi with fewer animals and more giant, fanatical, grim dark dudes, you'll be pleased to hear that Saber Interactive very briefly confirmed that Space Marine 3 is in development last week. No other details for that one, but they've certainly got a high bar to maintain. Wishing the team all the best, and I'm sure we'll hear more about it in like 3 to 4 years. I don't know. Let's quickly breeze through some release date announcements now. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Tactical Takedown does what the title says. Mix the Ninja Turtles with turn-based tactics. This one comes from rapid-fire indie developer Strange Scaffold, and judging from the recent Steam Next Fest demo, it does a pretty good job of recreating the action and momentum of a beat-em-up game in a turn-based format. This one now has a release date May 22nd for PC. Monaco 2 is the long-awaited sequel to an extremely well-received indie heist game that came out in 2013. This one is far more ambitious in its quest to recreate the feel of pulling off an impossible heist and all the chaos that follows when shit hits the fan. It's co-op, of course. You'll plan and scout and then infiltrate in real time. And there's also an unreliable narrator mode that shuffles the rooms around as you go, which sounds either excellent or terrible depending on who you're playing with. This one has a release date of April 10th for PC only. Let's hope it's worth the wait. Old Skies is the next point-and-click adventure game from Wadjet Eye Games, who have been keeping this specific style of game alive for decades and doing a good job of it too. This is a sci-fi epic where you play as a time-traveling agent from the future who travels to 7 different eras in history and tries to not mess things up, but mess things up you definitely will. This one's out on PC and Switch on April 23rd. Incidentally, if you're a fan of adventure games, a few weeks ago, Ed wrote a big article on the Patreon about how old-school point-and-click adventure games are staying alive in 2025, featuring interviews with the founder of Wadjet Eye Games and Charles Cecil, the man behind Broken Sword. That's free to read for everyone. I'll drop a link to it below the like button. If you like your adventure games a little more modern and spooky, keep an eye on Ghost Town. This is the new VR game from Fireproof, who are best known for making the excellent puzzle box game The Room. This one's a lot more ambitious. It's a single-player puzzle adventure where you're a ghost hunter set in 1980s London. This one's coming on the 24th of April for Meta Quest, with a PSVR 2 and Steam release planned for later in the year. And finally, Apple Arcade has dropped their first big announcement of the year, and they're bringing back Katamari Damacy, which hasn't seen a new game in 8 years. That's right, Bandai Namco willed this one back out as an Apple Arcade exclusive called Katamari Damacy Rolling Live, which will no doubt upset people who aren't in that ecosystem or don't play games on their phone, though Apple Arcade games are usually playable with controllers on Macs and Apple TV boxes. Plus, it'll probably escape Apple's ecosystem in 1 or 2 years, which is what happens to most of their more successful releases. Anyway, no more details on this one just yet, but it is nice to see this series making a return. A couple of quick cancellations now, both of them multiplayer shooters. Running theme here. First one is Spectre Divide. This was a 3v3 game where the stick was being able to flip between 2 characters. The game had quite a bit of backing behind it. It had former professional Counter-Strike and Valorant player Shroud back at one point, and it raised $35 million in funding, and now it's just shut down 2 weeks after its first season launched, with developer Mountaintop Studios now closed. They said, quote, "We haven't seen enough active players and incoming revenue to cover the day-to-day costs of Spectre and the studio. We pursued every avenue to keep it going, including finding a publisher, additional investment and or acquisition. In the end, we weren't able to make it work," end quote. The second shutdown is Star Wars Hunters, which was that hero shooter developed by Zynga for mobile and Switch. This one launched in June of last year after running in soft launch state for quite a while, and had a PC version planned for January of this year. That PC version was delayed after a couple of playtests, presumably didn't go the way the developers wanted, and now the whole thing will be shut down on October 1st. The final season will drop on April 15th, and all content will be made free, but no refunds will be given, which is a dick move. Now the game will live on only in that donkey video, which is literally the only time I've seen gameplay of this game, so I guess that at least partly explains the shutdown. So what came out last week? Well, let's start with our radar pick from a couple of weeks back, which was Expelled from Inkle. This is then itself an aggregate score of 84 on OpenCritic, which is the only mighty for the week. We sure know how to pick him, it's true. Here's Eurogamer, who gave it 4 out of 5 stars. Quote, Expelled is a tighter, more focused detective story that really makes the most of its replayable time loop structure. The end result is a story you can feel shifting beneath your feet in real time, one where the state of not knowing is always pulling you forward toward its one final and frankly brilliant truth, and where you as the player are empowered to take full control over the direction it takes, end quote. Another big tick of approval from Games Hub, who gave it 4 out of 5 stars, saying, quote, Inkle's history with narrative choice games is exemplary, but Expelled might just be my new favorite game of theirs. It's surprising, funny, strange, and deep, full of excellent writing and interesting characters and intriguing mysteries. This one's a slowly unfurling, narrative-rich puzzle box that deepens and grows stranger as you go, one that's surprisingly delightful and extremely mischievous, end quote. From highs to lows, let's check in that PC port of Rise of the Ronin, and oh man, mixed reviews on Steam, 51% positive. What's the problem, you ask? Well, aside from a bug that seems to be deleting people's saves, it's performance, of course. Here's Steam user Sea of Dreams saying,
not
quote,
surprised.
Performance is terrible. It ran just fine for the prologue, but as soon as you get into the open world, which is about 2 hours in, conveniently after the 2-hour window for Steam refunds, performance falls off a cliff. Stuttering and choppiness, even if you lower the settings. If they fix the performance, I'll change this to a recommend. No matter how fun the game is, I'm done with unoptimized PC ports. I'm done playing until they patch it, end quote. Very well said indeed. WWE 2K25 now, and this seems to have done solidly for itself. A strong OpenCritic rating of 80, and it seems to have made the wrestling fans pretty happy with its incremental updates, while still copying criticism for 2K's signature brand of in-game spending. IGN scored this one an 8 time in the squared circle if you're not careful, end quote. All right, so what's coming out this week? Well, needless to say, this is a pivotal week for one certain big name publisher and a momentous week for samurai fans. That's right, the newest release in the long-running, much-loved series leads the charge this week, bringing its sword-clashing action into the spotlight. And it's Bleach Rebirth of Souls. That's right, folks. The edgy anime series about teen sword fighters and demons is getting another well-deserved game adaptation, I'm told. It's a 3D fighting game, of course, and it's got everything. Big swords, teleporting, young people being edgy. I don't know shit about Bleach, but I'm told it's popular, and it's a pretty light week, so here you go. It's out on all platforms,
really
bar
good.
Switch on the 20th. And wouldn't you know it, March 20th is also the day when another much-loved, long-running series gets a new-ish game. It's a series that follows a new protagonist every time. Every game lasts for like 100 hours, and I can personally vouch for this one as being pretty damn good. I'm, of course, talking about Xenoblade Chronicles X Definitive Edition. Finally, the criminally underplayed Wii U RPG is getting a much-deserved second lease on life on the Switch. Just when you thought the Switch had run out of games, Nintendo decided to throw this endless epic out there, and man, it is an absolute banger. I don't know shit about Bleach, but I know this game is an all-timer, especially the mech-based combat. At least when you get like 40 hours into it and manage to finally unlock the mech. I promise it gets good after 40 hours, which is of course a ridiculous thing to say, but it's true, and anyone who's played this game will totally agree with me. Anyway, you should go and get this. It really is truly good. It does get better. Wait, it does get good before 40 hours, I will say that, but it gets even better after the 40-hour mark when you unlock the mech. So
I might actually try Xenoblade.
Just talking about this game, but if you know, you know. All right, moving right along. The other big March 20th release is probably the one you expected me to talk about at the top of this segment, but I have to be upfront with you. It's an absolute car crash of a game, just a total wreck. But honestly, that's probably what people were expecting from the start when they heard that Wreckfest 2 was releasing into early access on PC. Yeah, baby, from the developers of Flat Out and Wreckfest 1, these guys are continuing the spirit of destruction derby-style mayhem and making those full contact car crashes look better than ever. Wow, look at that damage model. Forza would never. Oh, and by the way, did you guys know that Assassin's Creed Shadows comes out this week too? Man, that one really snuck up on us, didn't it? Hey, anyway. This one is out on all platforms, bar Switch, of course, and continues the mainline RPG style of the series for better or worse. Obviously, we talked about this one at the top of the show, so we won't retread it here. But yeah, it's out, and it's a video game that you can play if you want to. There you go. Capping off this week's releases, we're giving a special shout out to Cataclysmo, which launches into 1.0 this week. This is a very nice game from the Moonlight developers that mixes RTS, siege defense, and city building.
Oh my god, it's already 10?
Launched into early access. Austin did a write-up.
Okay, speed up. Oh my god, what the fuck?
Let's mix it up a little. Put this as well. All right, those are a bunch of pretty attractive looking games, so let's mix it up a little. Put this on your radar. All right, I can already hear you saying, what the fuck, Ralph? What are you showing me right now? Now, this game is called Psycho Patrol R, and it's the new one from the developer who made a game called Cruelty Squad a few years ago.
I
That game was
recognize
just
that.
as ugly and surreal, but underneath was an incredibly good, non-linear, immersive sim in the vein of Deus Ex, where the level design was excellent, where there were numerous ways you could approach each mission, where there was an organ trading black market simulation in there for some reason. Overwhelmingly positive on Steam with 19,000 reviews. It's probably going to leave you with some real residual subconscious trauma. Anyway, imagine that, except now you're piloting a giant mech. Listen to this description, quote, "The battleground of the 21st century is the human brain, the base unit of the hyper-conjoined egregore twin Terra. The soul of the planet is on the verge of collapse. Your chances are 0.001%, end quote. What the hell are you talking about? If the systems and level design are as good as Cruelty Squad, then this is definitely going to be one to keep an eye on. It releases into early access on the 24th of March, and if you'd like to chuck it on your wish list, then we've left a link to it over on our Steam Curator page, which also has links to all of the other
Cruelty
and random
Squad.
stuff we've recently covered. I'll leave a link to all of that below the like button.
That's considered a horror game, right?
Free stuff time now, and on the Epic Store, you still have a chance to grab Mortal Shell, which is a pretty good My First Souls game kind of experience. But once Friday here.
All right, we're good. We're good. All right, game time. Oh my god, it's already 10, dude. I didn't even realize. Did I start it late? I think I did start late. My bad, boys. Shit. Okay. All right. It's time for some horror game. Yay. I am excited about this one because it's not scary at all. I think. ちょっと待って。Alright, first game. Of today is a game that is known as Haneko Late Homework. God, I am not excited to play this one. Let me tell you that. The fucking shit looks creepy. I mean, I'm excited, but at the same time, I'm freaking the fuck out, but it's okay. That's why we're here after all. Get freaky. What? I forgot my class assignments. They're due tomorrow morning. If I fail to find and turn them in, so too will I fail the semester. An anomaly is lurking here, known to haunt the souls of disobedient students. I have no choice. In order to get them back, I must enter a world of survival horror. What? Oh god. Can I play this with a controller? Yes. It's Resident Evil style. With tank control. The shutter has accidentally fallen. I can't leave yet. I need to find assignment pages first. Okay. Menu on what the fuck? Direction, hold RB to run. Flashlight. Interact. Keep an eye behind you. Watch your stamina. Okay. Hold up. The control is definitely messy. Can you guys hear the game though? Okay. Looks really good though. Okay. String vending machine. There's nothing in the dispensing pocket. Okay. Wait. There's sparkle. Hey. Okay, maybe not. The lock is broken. Okay. Very thick atmosphere. No time to get sidetracked and hurry to find those pages. Yeah. What? Wait, Why? Why? I just started. What the fuck? What am I supposed to do? What the fuck, man? Is that him? Oh my god. Ay, Shibal. Okay. No! Okay. Chalkboard is covered in frantic writing and meaningless doodles. Okay. Dude. Okay. Alright, we're gonna be here for a while. What the fuck? Dude, why is there an anomaly in the fucking school? Is that normal? A rusty wheelchair. Sounds like he's behind me. Oh, he is nearby. You gotta be very, very careful. The anomaly guy is constantly moving around even with or without you. It's not gonna be easy. Dude, why? What the why is he there? What the hell? Oh. Okay. Passcode in there. Okay, there's 4 left. We got this. No. Please no more stupid jump scare. Hello? Okay. Bye. What? Go, 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 go. Oh my god. Okay. Why is he there? I do not know. I do not care. But what if there's a page in there though? Okay. Lock. I am so confused. Is this basically just Slender Man? It's kind of hard to keep track on what have you unlocked and what you haven't. Okay, he's nearby. I'm just gonna follow him slowly. I think he noticed me. Oh yeah, he noticed me. There's this one room that I need to check out. He was there. Is it this one? No. Oh my god. Okay. I think it was this one. Wait. That was just a connector? What the fudge? Where's the last one? I'm pretty sure we have opened every door. What the fuck? Shit. I don't know where to go. Shit. Okay. We've been here. Oh my god. No. Shit. Why did he turn around? Fuck, I'm so confused, man. I don't know where to go. Fuck off. Dude! How are we gonna do this? Oh my god. Okay, so this is the entrance, right? Let's go counterclockwise this time. I think I'm missing something. Okay, we've checked all of this room. I think we've checked the toilet as well. Oh! Okay, oh no. Shit. Dude, I don't know where to go. What up, Sin? Nope. I'm so fucking confused. Oh! 7391. Oh, wait, I didn't see this one, motherfucker. Well, shit, that's what I'm missing. Now I just need to find the door again back to that one room that I definitely forgot. We'll just check every single door. I'm gonna stop guessing. Ah, okay. So 7391. Hurry back to the main entrance. Why am I permanently... What? 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 Oh fuck. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. Okay. I'm permanently looking backwards now. I have to hold X to not look backwards. I'm dead. 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 Dude, it's impossible. How am I supposed to do this? He spawn cam me, really? Really? Alright, I'm speedrunning this. I don't know if that's how it works. I thought... Okay, I'm gonna speedrun, don't worry. The layout of the map is so fucking forgettable. I cannot remember it. I don't know if that's by design. It probably is, now that I think about it. Holy shit, dude. Okay. We'll go to the janitor's closet last. Ay, Shiba. Is there supposed to be a lore in this one, or is it just kind of whatever? What? Where? Oh, shit. Well, I'm gonna use this. I think this teleports to the other corner, right? Okay, back to the start. It is really hard to memorize the map. See what I mean? See what I mean? See what I mean? What am I supposed to do? He's camping and I just don't know. What? Alright, let's wait. Let's wait like 30 seconds, cause fuck me, man. Wow. To be safe. He's still close by. Okay, this is just stupid. This is just stupid. I'm just gonna eat and wait. Whatever, man. I got my fucking rice chicken over here. Fuck you. Fuck you, game. I can't wait. No worries, no rush. Damn right. Oh my god. My nose though. I should probably not eat. Okay, sure. I'll eat. Okay, I'll finish my food. Alright, fine. Don't even let me play the game. Whatever. I don't want to play the game anyway. Hmm? Thank you. You've got to be fucking kidding me. My dude is camping. Okay, want to check 7391. Did we go counterclockwise or clockwise? Shit. I don't remember. God damn it. Now we have to check every single room again. Okay, we went clockwise. What? Really? Oh my god. Why is he here? Why is he here? Why is he here? Why is he here? Why? Dude, I don't know where else to go. We're missing one singular... Wait. I think that one singular one... is in the janitor's office. Or closet. Over here. I am dumb. Okay. Now, what is the strat here? We did it? I managed to survive and escape the school. With my missing assignment in hand, I am safe to turn them in tomorrow. I will never go back there at night again. At least until I forget my homework again. Sheesh. Alright, that was... Cool concept, but yeah. Cool art. Nice gameplay design. The anomaly was a little bit kind of eh. 6 out of 10. 6 out of 10. That was late homework. Alright, next one. Not bad though, not bad. That was not bad at all. Wait, what the hell? I need to set it up? Oh. Oh, this is like... Okay. Hear it in your tongue. So to let it go. You turn it on your phone. Oh, feeling so close. So close. Whoa. Looks like we got a game that is not available on Twitch. This is usually the good stuff. Because it's either so new or it's so grotesque I could get banned. And that's exciting. Yay! Let's go! The next game is called... Alright, volume. Interview gone wrong. Oh. Alright then, I'm here. God, I'm nervous. I need that scoop badly. Oh God. Okay. It's a point and click adventure. Brick to the window. I hope nobody saw me. What the fuck happened here? Maybe I'm getting my big break after all. Frank. I need your key, man. Sorry. What the fuck is going on? It's locked. Okay. Bricked up door. Go to kitchen. Okay. Oh. On the key. Oh, hold up. A sec. Ah, I'm back. How do I open this? Ah. I buried the key in the yard so I can get out of the basement. What? What does that mean? Okay, we need a shovel. What? What are we using? Oh wait, we do have a shovel. Wait. Wait, did I get it? Okay. I'm so scared of how scuffed is this. Hold up. I'm gonna hide my screen just a little bit. Um Yeah, oh, never mind. All right. I don't know. We're about to find out. Jesus Christ, maybe that was a bad idea. What the? I'm back in my van? This isn't right. Right? Wait, what? I'm locked tight. Huh? Dude, I fucking broke everything. What? What am I supposed to do? Okay. Oh, what am I dealing with? What? Glue. Oh. What? What is going on? Dude, I'm gonna need his shotgun, dude. Okay, just stay calm, Mac. He's not moving. Let's just see how we can get him out of here. We're definitely gonna need the shotgun. Okay, I cannot combine a shotgun shell and a shotgun. That's very interesting. Even though that's like a sensible thing to do. What? I don't get it. What is our objective? I'm actually stuck. Like, I would just like, this is an empty shotgun, this is a shotgun shell. Just like, combine it and reload. But every time I'm trying to combine it, it said, seriously? What do you mean, seriously? We need it. Is he okay? How to fill a shotgun? It's an empty shell. Fill it with a few drops of blood. Second, fill it with something hot. Third, give it the spark of lightning. So we got blood at the basement. Unfortunately, we need that, man. I am so confused. I guess we can do it like this. Okay, it's electrocuted. I don't think that's how it works, but whatever. We need blood. I'm sorry, I don't know what to say. Fill it with drops of blood. Fill it with something hot. What am I supposed to do, man? That's the only place I can get a blood. From me? I'm so confused. Now I cannot get this thing out of my screen. Okay. Next game. Listen, I tried. A little bit confusing, okay? A bit confusing. All right. Confusing, eh? All right, next one. Another game that is not on Twitch. It's either gonna find a very exciting horror game or just instantly get banned. Oh boy. What am I doing then? Alright. Next game is called... why is he on the second screen? It's the magpie. Okay, I have to start the game on. Good morning, Mr. Magpie. Okay, he's persistent on being on my second screen. You know what? Let's play on my second screen. I'm gonna look sideways for this playthrough, chat. Okay. Okay. What the fuck? Okay, money. 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 Oh. Multiplier. Money. Death. Money. Boom. Oh my god. Help. If you stop now, $19 will be yours. Heck no. Alright, I've got everything. Okay, that's the game? Alright. Flip adjacent dollar. Flip dollar, gain 1 value. Flip lonely money, reactivated. This honestly, I'll just buy everything. 1,000 milligram. Okay. I guess we'll do 10 milligram. What is this game, man? Yeah, we gotta stop. What? Flip all blank. Placebo. Oh, it's... Okay. Oh, I see. Ah, fuck. I think we're lose. Okay, we gotta play on the 10 milligram. Because we got no money. Okay. Alright. You know what? Whatever. No way. Oh. Okay. Next game. What? I don't know. Fucking 5 out of 10. I don't know. That one was interesting. Yeah, that one was I need the max win. I need the max win. Alright, next game is a game that is known as Brutalis Golf. Hold up, I gotta change Twitch. Brutalis Golf. Alright, this one's on Twitch, so it's safe. Etemenanki Labs. Whoa. We're a robot? The fuck? Gonna be working but we can trust it. Itu berapa tuh? Salah satu nawak. Okay, I'll let it out. Huh? Up. Volume. Oh, we're a drone? Hey guys. Fly through the rings. Press Q to scan. Huh? Easy? Now what? Deliver the package to says delivery zone. Shoot? Up. Here? What do you want me to do? Deliver there? Okay. Wait, this is the fucking golf? Okay. What the fuck? We have been noticed. We have to move. Shoot the door to follow us to my hub. What door? Okay, what the fuck? What do you think the chances of the stream next VR headset to be similar to big screen beyond size? Steam? 0. Big screen VR is very good, but it can only do one thing, and it gives good visual. It doesn't have audio, it doesn't have integration with like API, it's just a visual. Meanwhile, Gaben is creating like a powerhouse VR that can essentially do everything. Visual, audio, gaming, simulation. So Steam is fat. Steam's VR is fat. So yeah, they're going for a different type of range of customer. Beyond is created for like a proper proper VR enthusiast. Very expensive device just for visual. It's pure enthusiast level. Oh yeah, I mean, they could make it smaller, but it's not that small. I got a feeling the next one, Deckert's gonna be smaller than their previous one. Just realized I'm lagging, what the fuck? But it's not gonna be significantly small. Probably comparable to Quest 3, but that's about it. Oh yeah, we're not gonna get there yet. It's gonna take a while. Despite Steam releasing like a fancy ass VR headset, they're still aiming at gamers. So I have to be able to do everything, mostly. Except AR. That's meta stuff. I don't know if Deckert's gonna have that though. Maybe. Maybe not. No, yeah, I mean, but the boundary to get a big screen is bigger, because big screen is expecting the customer to already have VR headset before, because you're gonna need controllers, you're gonna need your own shit, stuff like that. Like, it's not an all-in-one packet. Yeah, the pre-order is out. But both can do game, but for big screen you gotta go extra than just the headset. I mean, yeah, they can, but why do you think big screen doesn't make a controller themselves? Alright. Well, yeah, but with that price range, have you seen the price? They're not aiming as just to make smaller, but it's aiming at enthusiast level VR owner, essentially. If Valve try to aim a headset that small, it's gonna cost double the price. I don't think Gaben's gonna make enough money. If Deckard's gonna be more expensive than Index. The thing is that Index is already expensive as it is. The VR market is already very small as it is. If Deckard is even more expensive for just a visual reason, you're gonna lose customer. They gotta hit the middle ground of premium, but also accessibility. They're gonna have both. Once in reality, if they're trying to compete with big screen, no one's gonna buy Steam headset. I mean, yeah, people gonna buy it, but like the customer's gonna went down a lot. Big time. I'm not gonna buy it. Fuck no. It's probably gonna cost like $2,000 for a fucking VR headset. Insane. Tim could make an all-in-one with his headset that small. Yeah, but the price is gonna go up even crazier. It's already a big-ass money. Like Index and Deckard's gonna be 1,000 something. They're gonna make the shape even smaller, risking the quality. It's either not gonna work or just gonna cost $2,000. That's gonna cut the customer range even crazier. I don't know, man. You think if they're gonna make a headset that big and that small as big screen, they're gonna cost less? No. Like Gaben is not selling a product for profit. Or Gaben is not selling a product for loss like Meta. Meta is selling a product at loss because they value the information that they get from the headset. And as many people as possible to buy it. But Gaben is delivering full-blown performance. Like, that is what Index is. And no bullshit performance. That may or may not will sacrifice comfort. And that is Index. Heaviest shit ever. But it can do everything. Just the headset? But I don't know, technology-wise, it's really hard to imagine a headset like beyond big screen to have a good audio. It's gonna look funky as hell. I don't know, I'm not a fucking tech guy that far. What? Why did I just kill that guy? Okay, we didn't pay attention to the story at all. I just killed my own master. The animation. I've lost hope that Valve will release something that's reasonable price. Have come a long way as of late. Because that is not their customer, unfortunately. With the price leak of Deckard being $1,000 something, which is like, I think if not equal, more expensive than Index, their main customer is premium people. Like, not necessarily a VR enthusiast, or maybe not a VR professional, but you know, people, I guess people who buy Index and Deckard is categorized as enthusiasts, but it's a different kind of enthusiast with big screen beyond. All right, this game lost me. Next. Kind of boring. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's like 2K here, just a pre-order Beyond 2. I'm not spending 2K just for a headset. Exactly the problem. Exactly the problem. But I don't know, man. Maybe in the future. Maybe. But as of now, Gaben is releasing quality games. Maybe in the future, he something will allow him to release a game at a loss, just so that maybe, you know, people will like buy the game, buy the VR headset for their game or something like that. I don't know. It's really hard. The problem with Gaben and Valve is that their company is a private business, meaning that they're not necessarily going for full-blown profit. It's more like they're aiming for, they do aim for profit, but it's for their own profit. So they don't have the greed of stakeholder chasing behind them. So they're not gonna do something stupid. They're gonna do something the most logical thing can do, because all the money that Valve got is gonna go back into their own pocket. They don't have to pay stakeholder, or they don't have to promise stakeholders. All they promise is just themselves, which is cool. So yeah. kinda BZ. Even though I don't know if I will ever buy not Index, Deckard. I love VR, but I am not gonna shell out that much money in a single VR headset. At least in the next 5 years, I don't see myself. Yeah. Like, I spend more time in my PC. I'd rather buy a 4090 than a headset. You know what I mean? Like, I'd rather spend $1,000 for a GPU. And I don't even have $1,000 GPU. I'm not gonna spend that much money for a VR. Stakeholder, that's a different one. You love VR? I like VR. I don't necessarily, not in a love level. It's fun, but it's niche. Like, especially in the gaming realm, there's only so much VR game that I actually like. A lot of them I kind of like meh. Like, for example, if we compare of a same game, and if I have a option to play in desktop or VR, I will always choose desktop because it's just so much like instantaneous. Gameplay wise, visual wise, is just so better, so much better, because my headset is not top of the top. It's a very budget VR headset. Maybe my take is gonna be different if I have $1,000 headset, but I'm not gonna spend that much money on a headset. That's it. Gunnar confirmed. Welcome to the stream. Okay, gonna be honest. When I asked you to organize the shelves, I wasn't expecting you to do such a piss poor job. It's getting difficult finding a reason to keep you around. Like, I know you need to work, but you gotta work with me here, man. We're hitting closing time, so I'll try again tomorrow. Tell you what, there's still the mess in the back. Think you can clean it up? Just need you to grab the mop and wipe away the spills. And I trust you to do that. Rescue you to show what you can do. Okay, there you go again with the reassurance thing. I'm sure the floor is feeling very reassured right now, but I'm not. I need you to stop doing that. Please just go back and do what I asked. Show me you can at least clean, please. Okay. How do I access the door? What's the button? I just muted myself. Is it space? No. Click? Chat, I'm pressing everything in my keyboard. None of them allow me to enter the back door. Is the back door here? No. Maybe back door is over here. Oh! That was the front door. Oh, I press enter. Easy. Oh shit. Need you to stay and watch the place till I get back. Sure, it'll be fine. I live nearby and it won't be so long. If anything does happen, well, I'm sure you'll figure something out. Something's gonna happen. Oh shit, I gotta change the category. By the way, the game is called Come Find Me. So, hey, another funny story. Keys were in my pocket, didn't want to leave you alone for too long anyway. I see you finished mopping, there's hope for you yet. Oh, another thing. Smile of yours. That perpetual smile. Need to be less perpetual. That would be good for customer service, but you're going to scare people. I've known you long enough to know you're a good guy, but others don't. Anyway, I'll see you tomorrow. That's not a perpetual smile. I think that's a fine smile. I don't see what's his problem, man. Hey. Yep. Okay. Going home after a long day at work. What was that flashbang? Oh my god! I died. Hey, watch it. You don't want to make me mad. I was chosen. Alright, chosen one. Gonna watch your secret sex tape. Let's go. What's going on here? Okay. What? Recently moved back from the city. Hearing the sound of cicadas one more brings me a feeling of nostalgia. No one asked. Damn, this is my house. Sick. Oh shit. I have dinner break in my forehead. Okay. What am I supposed to do with it? Okay. I cannot even watch it. I guess we're going to sleep. The next day. Alright, so good news. Customers actually like the way you place everything. We're keeping it. For now though, got some trash in the back for you to stack, just put them in a corner. Like the top right-ish part. Yeah, grab the trash and put them in the top right-ish part for now. You'll figure it out, right? Press Q. Yeah. Really need you to stop doing that. Like, it's not that hard. Grab trash, place in corner. You have to task now. Do it. Okay. And this guy's paying me to do this?
Where is he? I'm meant to see him. I know he works there.
What?
He stole something from me. I was chosen on him. I'm to be given great power on fighting him. Only me. If he does not return which second, I will set upon him to get harm. With the power the same my given right will be given upon using the object.
Hey man, really need you to chill. I get so worked up when someone tells me that.
Don't you ever tell me to chill. I'm every right to be angry. Every right to yell. You tell your friend yes until tomorrow to return my item. Until tomorrow.
Hey boss. How do you know that was... Hey, do you know what that was about? No, I don't need your research. I need answers. Something other than the blank stare and perpetual smile. Stop that, by the way. Look, I don't know what's going on, but if there's something you have to that you shouldn't, I suggest you leave it at this moment and find a way to return it. I'll take no for an answer. Not sure what his rambling was about either. I really don't want to deal with all these noises. Come back when you fix this. Okay. Aha, you see how mad he got was here. It was being a little ridiculous, right? Talking about you, what on earth did you steal? A sex tape. Oh. Should we give it to him, chat? Why do we keep it anyway? I'm starting to get a little bit scared now. I'm gonna hide a little bit. Let me see. Every time a game is not available on Twitch, I'm a little bit paranoid. Okay. I got kidnapped. There was a hand from the TV and it grabbed me. Okay. Oh, hello, sir. I'm afraid you're a little early for the tours. I suggest you come back another time. Actually, now that I get a proper look at you, you're not like the others that come through. Purple cloaked ones. Right now again, they appear in demand to go through our little tiny innocent doors. That door, right over there. Which I might suggest you don't go through. Can't really say anyone's allowed. No, tours are for the other places. The other places. Not this one. Not this place. We ignore this one. Purple guys never came back when they go through there, claiming they are heeding the call of the Old One to attain power yet seen. Maybe they found him, maybe not. Who knows? If I may suggest a little smiling one, you take the exit over there. Come back another time, maybe take a pamphlet on your way out. I think that would be a very wise decision if I may say so. I mean, I'm not going to stop you or anything. You're a grown adult. You want to walk off a bridge to your doom? And by all means. Ooh. This is a very interesting where this is going. I really like this one so far. Okay. Okay, nose guy. Okay. But we cannot go. Oh! I see you got you too. A shame. Do you realize how close we are? Close to the one. Also, hi. Hello. Who are you? You aren't of our order. How did you manage to get here? You steal our treasured artifact, figured how to use it, learned of our god and yearned to receive his esteemed blessing. I don't know what that means. But listen, it's just you and me, buddy. Hal? Ren? I'll have you know I have a way out of here. We'll have to work together. God is so close. This is the last obstacle. I see now he has blessed me with your arrival. As my presence here is also a blessing for you. Here's a fact. I know the power of shape-shifting. Pretty cool. And I can't do anything with it without someone else. Can't move when I shape-shift. That's where you will come in. I'll explain more once I show you my power. First, I need you to step back. Thank you. Now then, behold my power. Okay, you know what a lockpick is, right? That's what I am. Now I need you to put me into the door. I will use my ability as a lockpick to open the door. And we can escape and find him. Alright, grab me. Oh, God. Alrighty, now watch as I unravel this lock. That I could move. I didn't say I couldn't turn. He fucking broke himself in half. I see where this is going. Okay, I really like this so far. Oh my god. Keep punished. Okay. Gotta be another jump scare. Oh. Oh. Is that a painting? Oh, what is this feeling? Something living? Something warm? An entity has at least graced their presence upon my sanctuary, my jail. How long has it been? How long have they kept me here? The contraption upon my face. When I saw the fabric start to unravel, piece by piece, slowly over time, I knew this was my chance. My chance to use the little powers that I could, to relay a message upon those that could listen. Come find me. This place, they wish to keep me here for longer still, for a very, very long time. It was selfish of me to send so many here to chance a meeting. It is I who wishes a favor. To any who would make it, something they can give that I cannot. Something I need before my jailers fix this ounce of freedom that I have finally attained. I would like a hug. I want to remember what it's like to be embraced by another. This void, it's unforgiving. Will you give me what I ask? Please. I will be honest. This was not what I was expecting, but it was definitely reassuring. I think that will do. Yes, I think that will do. Thank you, kind one. Thank you for heeding my call. Thank you for finding me here. I will cherish this moment for the next millennia. Do not worry for me. I deserve to be here. I deserve this punishment. But you do not. I will send you back now. Your job here is done. May the rest of your existence be blessed. And never lose that smile, no matter the hardship life will bring. So I guess everything's good now? A VHS tape. That's what got him worked up? Won't have something like this happen again, will you? Please promise me you won't cause any more commotion. Get a pinky promise. Just cute a promise. You know why I smile? No matter how bad I think I have it, there's always someone out there who has it worse. I appreciate what life has given me. The ups and the downs. When people find it odd or annoying, I think they're just mad because they forgot how to smile. You're fired. A fucking game of the year. Oh. Kingdom Come Deliverance need to watch out. What the hell did I just play? That was fucking amazing. Come find me. A very interesting one. That one. Very, very interesting. Okay. I'm gonna keep that one, man. That one is fucking amazing. The hell? Alright. Last one. Good morning, Mr. Magpie. How are you doing? Ooh. Oh. Okay, this game doesn't have a full screen. What? Okay, use Windows volume mixer. Fuck me. Jesus Christ. Alright, USA mode. Ew. Incarceration. Dublin, Ireland, USA. What?
Press W to drive.
Okay.
Press A and B to turn. Press space to honk. Press R for bang and tune. Press U to toggle American mode.
Nice.
And press F to slow down.
Okay. You have been arrested. Damn. Alright. Order. Press space to progress dialogue. I demand order in the court. May the defendant please drive forward. My driver, a jury has found you guilty, Mr. Driver, for killing several innocent civilians. As High Ricks of the Dublin Court, I have no other option other than sentencing you to the harshest punishment that I can bestow. Incarceration. That's right, Mr. Driver, incarceration. You are sentenced to never exit your vehicle again. The doors are being welded shut as we speak. As per the laws of incarceration, you are now banned from all motorways, be them public, private, or otherwise. You have only one option for exiting your vehicle and feeling the warm light of the day on your skin again. Parole. You can show a willingness to integrate back into society after your gruesome mass slaughter. You'll be considered for parole and may be able to walk free of your vehicular prison. The court will provide you with a number of jobs, and every 10 days we will discuss your performance and consider your parole. But know this, if you perform poorly at these jobs, your parole will be denied and you will be executed. Ready to start your drive down the road to redemption? Give me a nice big honk if you are. Very good, Mr. Driver. Fantastic honk. Let us begin with his wonderful journey, parole and justice. Your first job begins now.
Deliver the burger.
Deliver the burger. Okay.
Straight up milk.
Straight up mowing it, then buy it, let's say. Okay. What do you mean?
Play your part.
Yeah. Oh. Console your patient. What? Spell works. WRIKS. Oh, Slenderman. Shit. Oh god. Oh god. No! Ah! Oh. I did it.
Eliminate the target.
You done it.
Blade.
Collect the ingredients.
Oh, okay. Tomato. Pear. Shit. Cucumber. Ugh.
You done it.
Yeah. Blade.
Stealth level.
Steel stealth level. Huh? Yeah.
It's time for parole.
What up, Zarina? Yeah, we're playing a horror game. This game is called Incarceration. Hello, Mr. Driver. Welcome to your first parole hearing. Today we'll reassess your eligibility to parole and hear some words from your wonderful lawyer. What's that look about? You did remember to hire a lawyer, did you? Give me a big left turn for yes and right for no. Mr. Driver, I am quite disappointed in you, but you have constitutional right under the new Ireland Declaration of Dependence to a public defender. I cannot do Ireland accent. Ireland Declaration of Dependence to a public defender. We will provide you with one. I'm sure they will be exceptional. Now, before we hear from your new lawyer, let's take a look at your job performance. Yes, I see. Very interesting. Oh my, that many? Burger. Wow, Mr. Driver, it's all mostly positive feedback. This week, it seems you are on the high road to parole. If you keep up this performance, now with that out of the way, you will hear a few words from your lawyer. Oh, good heavens. Are they just letting anyone become a public defender now? Could you get this thing away from me? What? Why? Thank you, Mr. Driver. What an obscene pest to have masquerade as a lawyer. Thank you for leaving us of it. Hopefully next week you will be provided better counsel. For now, you are free to take your next set of jobs. Expect to hear good things next week, Mr. Driver. Okay.
Drive straight. You done it.
Alright, easy.
Play your part.
This game is essentially like a the same mini game. It's like WarioWare type of thing. You done it. Okay, we gotta do it this time. Yeah.
Collect the ingredients.
Okay, everything except an egg. You done it. Blade, shut the fuck up. Deliver the burger. What do you mean?
Drive straight.
I did it.
You done it.
Straight up no itch.
You done it.
Eliminate the target.
You done it.
You done it.
Boom. Boom. Conduct business with me. Come here. I need one more business to conduct. No! Damn it.
It's time for parole.
Okay, it's the same mini game. Whoa! What the fuck? Big accident. Accident. Mr. Driver, you're awake. Goodness, we're all gravely worried. By your help, while you were on your journey to your parole hearing, a lifted pickup truck hit you on the starboard side. You have been in a comatose state for nearly 3 weeks. It was terrible, horrendous. We thought you would surely perish. When I heard you had awakened, I came here immediately. I knew that the first thing on your mind would indubitably the results of your parole hearing. The pickup truck driver was promptly hunted down and executed. In accordance with the incarceration interference guidelines, he had a family, but the law is the law. Okay, Mr. Driver, it's finally time for your weekly parole hearing, which will be promptly followed by a well check so you can exit the wretched hospital, get back to work. As I'm sure you are itching to do so, let's take a look at these results. Indeed. That many times? In no way that is a job. Enlightening. Wow, Mr. Driver, it's been a fantastic week for you. Lots of positive feedback on your performance. You're in the fast lane to parole at this rate. Please keep it up. Now with that done, I will step aside to allow the wonderful medical staff here to administer a well check so you may exit this facility. Best of luck, Mr. Driver. Hello, Mr. Patient. I am Dr. Eric. I am here to perform a well check on you. My wonderful patient. This is my reflex gavel. We'll use this delightful device to test your reaction time, Mr. Patient. When the reflex gavel hits my podium, give a nice big hug to let us know your reaction time is intact. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Jesus Christ. Well, Mr. Patient, you have sharp reflexes. It's a shame you didn't employ those. Some reflexes during your senseless slaughter of dozen innocents. Anyways, my rigorous medical testing has determined that you are able-bodied and ready to ride. I clear you to go back to serving your incarceration. Okay, Mr. Patient, that is all I have for you today. Please take care of yourself and try to stay healthy. Hope you can find your way out of the car soon. What a kind, interesting, and handsome doctor. I'm sure being taken care of him for these past 3 weeks has been a real pleasure. And you are clear to get back to your incarceration. Speaking of that, Mr. Driver, this next week will be crucial. It will be the final week of work before your judgment. For your fate will finally be decided. Parole or execution. Only you can determine that, Mr. Driver. Rest up. It's gotta be a big week. Last one.
You done it.
I miss my wife.
Boom!
You done it.
I don't get that one.
Straight up knowledge.
You done it.
Deliver the burger.
Deliver the burger.
You done it.
I miss my wife.
I miss my wife.
You done it. Throat level.
Lots of repetition.
You done it. Play your part.
This one's the hardest, honestly. Because they are actively dodging you. There you go. No! My perfect score.
You done it. It's time for parole.
Damn it! Almost had a perfect one. Hello again, Mr. Driver. This is it, your final parole hearing. There's no time for shenanigans today. I think they're on to me, so let's just get started. What? That's a no-shuffle violation. Surely they aren't licensed for that. Cop's gun? Mr. Driver, you done it! You stayed on the straight and narrow road to parole, and what a joyful day. I always believe in you, Mr. Driver. You can step out of the car now. Is what I wish I could say, Mr. Driver. I'm sorry. Mr. Driver, I have to make a confession to you. There is no such thing as incarceration. In truth, you were sentenced to be executed weeks ago. I've been putting you through all this in the hopes that I could convince my superiors that rehabilitation is a viable alternative to execution even in the most horrific criminals. But when they found out, do you know what they did, Mr. Driver? I've been disbarred, fired, expunged from the law. As I was packing up to belongings, a Supreme Court official come to me and give me an offer. They will let me become judge again, but I have to carry out my sworn duties and execute you first. Mr. Driver, I do not want to execute you. But my best chance for changing the system is to take it on from within. You will be a single sacrifice in service of a kinder, more just system for everyone. So please, don't make this personally. I've enjoyed our time together, Mr. Driver. But I'm afraid this is the end of the road. Oh shit. Boss fight? Okay. Oh my god. Shit. Oh no. Alright, this is hard. Whew. Oh god. I'm going too fast. Holy fuck. Ooh. What's happening? Mr. Driver, ride free. Do what I could. End this cruel penalty of execution. Show them that there are other paths to justice, Mr. Driver. With what little legal power I have left, I grant you parole. You may exit your vehicle. What an absolute bangers. God damn. Damn, that was actually on Twitch. I forgot to change it. Oh, Mike Klubnika is there. Ah. Ugh. Cool game, cool game. You done it. Ending 18 of 19? What the fuck? Alright. Very, very cool game. I give that actually an 8 out of 10. I like it. I like it. All right. That was all of it, chat. We are good with the Spoopy Saturday. Honestly, not bad. I may say one of the best, even. Truly, truly. Truly. Alright. Now what? I think now we are going back to Monster Hunter 2. Gosh. Let's see if this game actually have a thingy thing or not. Let me actually restart the stream real quick, chat, because I want to separate the VOD. Give me a sec.